And on I waste. Or I hadn't happy. It's afternoon. I didn't realize what time it was. I got out of bed late today. Decided to sleep in. Alright. So I ordered 2 orders of rainbow obsidian raw rock. And these 2 orders, it list 5 to 12 pounds per order. I ordered 2. Well, my box finally came. And this rock was in the box. 3 pounds. So 2 orders between 5 and 12. So it would be either 10 pounds or 24 pounds. But I got 3 pounds. I won't name the outfit. I had sent an email and I'm sure he'll take care of it. Or at least I hope so. Because it's getting harder and harder to deal with stuff like this. Anyway, I broke off this particular chunk. Nasty looking, huh? Well, I'm going to break this down right now with this busted ass sandstone. Well, so let's see how it goes. Let's take a good look at it first. All kinds of nasty stuff going on. We can eliminate this problem right off the bat, and maybe this one here too. That would be great. Then we got to remember, working with obsidian, you need to be super careful, as it is very, very sharp. So if anyone plans on doing this, like I'm doing now, be sure to wear gloves and eye protection. I'm not wearing any hand protection because I'm simply a fool. Yeah. And I hope everybody enjoyed the video I just posted of the spider. He's been, she has been living here for quite some time. Matter of fact, the wife just walked into her web the other day and, well, just put it this way, my wife is now a kung fu master. Yeah. Take your time, break it down. Already seen some really nice colors in there. You won't see them at home. Maybe you will. I thought it was just pure bandit, but it is a rainbow. And rainbow's pretty cool. I'm addicted to this stuff. A little tough too. Yesterday I took a walk in my creek. I came back with a rather large bucket full of jasper and antique glass tiles, and I also got a new hammer. It's a little rusty, but I'm going to use it anyway. It's a good one. It's got a fiberglass handle on it. And, well, the head's just rusty, so I have quite a bit of hammers. I found it and I thought, you know what? Someone lost it. Probably a long time ago. And, it's mine now. If you like my videos, please subscribe. If you don't, I understand. Or maybe give me some constructive criticism. I have big shoulders. And I'm always willing to learn something new. And if you like to troll, I want to troll. I enjoy that too. Alright. The two spots I was talking about that we need to eliminate, one's just about gone. Right there. And it's being pretty stubborn. I might have taken care of it. And yes, it did. Okay, that one's gone. Okay, so what we did there? Well, it was raining like cats and dogs. Now it looks like the sun might come out. Okay, so many people like this stuff. Our problem area. As you can see, it's a problem area, alright. But we just eliminated that. So there's part of the crack gone. And we're getting into some very, very beautiful colors here. Again, I don't know if you can see it or not. I will tilt it and hope for the best. Of course, the colors are all on this edge, which means I'll probably end up losing them. Yeah, try to get rid of this edge here. This is a tough one. I felt it crack. Yeah, that time it did, but that was a nasty one. That's okay. Could be a very small bird point. I don't make big points. I prefer bird points. Mainly because it's just what I'm used to, and I think basically because I'm just, yeah, well, it's easier, no doubt about it. Ooh, that color is gorgeous. Now the color is moving. It's in here now. Okay. Try not to break out any tools just yet. Oh, that was a big one. Look at that. Yeah, look at the pretty colors. I'm kind of mesmerized by that. Set that aside. It's thick enough to make a tiny bird point. Alright. I'm going to have to move this with indirect, I believe. So. Stubborn. There we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Just got back from my buddy Wayne's place. Borrowed his engine lift, or motor stand I mean, as I'm going to be starting my project very soon on my number 2 Fiero, which I have yet to name. Building a, well, I'm not building it, but I'm going to be ripping down a 3800 Grand Prix motor and making sure everything's in functioning order. Replace a lot of gaskets, that kind of stuff, and then mount it into the back of my new Fiero, along with some other deeds I'd like to do, say like chopping the roof, suicide doors, and some other things. It's a matter of, does it get done? One will never know. Depends on my mood. I've chopped roofs, done a lot of welding, did a lot of motor changes. This one's a bit more challenging, but I do have a lot of help. So I'm feeling pretty confident in doing it. Alright. What we got here is a rather nice trade blank. Very humpy, but we can take care of that with indirect. So, I'm going to break out my antique tool and give it a go. See what we end up with. I'm going to try to keep this video short, so I'm not up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning trying to record it to YouTube. Found a new crack. Ooh, another new crack. Crack kills. Alright, on to the next spot. Trying to preserve as much of that color as possible. As well as length and width, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. We just lost some of the length right there. Trusty hammerstone. I've had this one a long time. Actually got a pretty big jar back there filled with them, all different sizes. Found a few in the creek yesterday. Waiting for them to dry out, and I'm gonna clean them off real good because everything in the creek's got some kind of junk on them. like the jasper and all. Here's a piece that I found back there. I'll break this one down, and then whatever I get out of it, I get out of it. Whatever's ugly just goes right in the bin and right off to polishing. Then, once it's polished, that's what it looks like. Yeah, pretty cool, eh? Yeah. Couple nice ones in there. Let's see. Cobblestone, it's neat stuff, man. But if you can't work it, it makes nice tumbling material. Sold a lot of this stuff already. Not the tumbled stuff, but for people to tumble. One guy's thrilled to death. He just loves it. Sends me messages and messages and messages and photos and I'm okay with that. You're gonna love this one. Look at right along that crack. Beautiful, huh? Look at that. Okay. I don't want to get too crazy with our indirect either. And there goes that crack. Thank goodness. But it left quite a little dimple in there. See? Nice little dimple. So I'm going to switch up tools here. After shaving a haircut, look at that. Oh, it's so nice. I really wish you could see the colors at home. We got blue, green, purple. Again, maybe I can. You might hear my wee on in the background. She's in a dramatic phone call with her mother. Big business. She's a mover and a shaker. Yeah. I was hoping to have gotten a visit from Oprah today, but I guess my daughter is not feeling well, and unfortunately, no Oprah. For those of you that don't know who Oprah is my 3-year-old granddaughter. I call her Oprah because she's a drama queen. Boy, that sure is pretty. Let's see if we can get some background on that. You can see a little closer. Just thinning out rather nicely. Anyway, that video that I just posted, Spider is a member of the orb weaver family. I do not remember the name. And right now here on the East Coast, we are having major issues with a certain bug called the spotted lanternfly. It comes from a whole different area of the planet. I believe it's China. It's one of the Asian countries, but I'm pretty sure it's China. And it's basically killing our trees and bushes and some other stuff. And that would be the bug in the spider web that you saw. Spotted lanternfly. We're actually, I'm not involved in the programs, but there's programs in the trucking industry where they actually license you to learn about them, and they put you on the list as a spotted lanternfly hunter. Wow, What a title, huh? Look at you killing bugs. But anyway, that one didn't make it. They're a very, very quick bug. Beautiful bug. And when you try to get one of them, they click and they disappear. They're just that fast. I haven't seen many of them here at the house, but the ones I have seen, they're pretty neat looking. That one there just decided to fly into the wrong web. Okay, here's what we got so far. Very tender piece. So at this point I must be very careful with it. For some of you guys that are maybe learning this, this is indirect percussion. I have a few tools. This is actually an Ishi stick that I use just for this general purpose, simply because the rod inside is much thinner than my original, as you can see. Because this is an indirect. I bought these online. They're okay. This is my homemade one. It's 3/8 aluminum rod inside a 1/2-inch pipe. Goes in about maybe that deep. Hammer it down, and then every once in a while I'll take the file, just sharpen it up. You don't really even have to do that. Just so much as long as it got a semi-point on it. This stuff, excuse me, this particular stick works great for hardened materials, aqua, jasper, quartz, and recently hornstone. It's better to destroy this than destroy one of these. And you really can't destroy it because it's a well-made tool. I'll be sending that along in the mail with a new gentleman I was talking to this morning. I won't mention his name because I simply don't know if he would like that. But anyway, we're on a page together on Facebook, and the gentleman who runs the page, his name is Travis. He puts up a status every once in a while for members to do trades, point trades. And during the point trade, you can actually trade materials. Like, say, if I wanted to make a bunch of blanks and trade them for a bunch of blanks. Might be someone out there who can't get obsidian, and I like jasper and agate and other things. And then you can trade. Or you can just trade points, make yourself a nice showcase, put their name on it, put the point above it, and then work your way across until you fill the case up, which I think is pretty cool. But the young man that I was joined up with, he seems very eager to learn a lot more than what he knows. And I'm going to be sending him one of my older tools and wish him well. Because that's all you can do. Look at that. Ah, it fell off. Good. Ow. Ew. Anyway, indirect here, what you do is you just put your tip on the very edge. For those that know how to nap, same method applies for edges and stuff, and it's just a much smaller scale. It takes a little time to learn, but it cleans up your points much nicer. because not everyone's real good with a large deer tine or something, you know. Well, then that happened. That's okay. Just going to be a much smaller point. Never give up. So here's what we're left with. So now, set that aside. Now we're losing a little bit of width here. Still pretty humpy on top, but we're not shallow on the bottom, so that's good. It's another indirect I made. Copper ground wire. Drill a hole, shove it in there. Prior to it, just take that rod, put it on an anvil. In my case, I have an old sledgehammer head, and just turn it and pound it with another hammer. Get it good and stiff. It's great for little detail work. It's a hammer handle, in case you're wondering. There's many different ways you can do this or use things. Oh, I hear my big cat crying. Must be time to feed him. I'll be right back. I gotta go feed the big guy. Okay. So anyway, I come back and I forgot to hit the record button. And I got this far with it. Silly me. It's a horseshoe nail. Love this tool. It's about 21 bucks. Well worth it. This cap slides off, the nail slides out from the cap, and it's all designed on the inside to fit just a horseshoe nail. Put it all back together. Best tool I ever bought. Ain't gonna lie. Push in and down, push in and down. Low battery mode, sorry about that. Okay, so we did that side. Let's get the back side here quick. In and down, in and down. Managed to save some of the blue color. This one will actually make a very nice necklace for some little lady out there. Or some gentleman, I'm sure. The reason I say that is because the women seem to really go gaga for this stuff. I can kind of understand why. It's very beautiful material. I mean, black's okay, mahogany's alright, dacite's boring as shit. But, this stuff here, sometimes it just lights up like a Christmas tree. And my buddy Wayne, welcome to the channel. And all the others who just recently subscribed, welcome to the channel as well. Please feel free to leave a comment. I love comments, man. Makes it feel like someone's watching. Yeah. No Sophie today. At least I don't know where she is. Maybe up in bed watching TV. Lately we've been watching Jonathan W. He has a tow truck business and he has a ton of antique vehicles that he collects, and then he makes runners out of them. It's pretty neat. I always said if I'd ever win the lottery, the first thing I'm buying is a junkyard. I don't know why I'm so intrigued by that. My father, when I was a young man, he took me to a junkyard one time, and I was mesmerized. I enjoy it to this day. Although I haven't been in a junkyard for quite a while. Junkyards sure have changed from what they were. Place I just bought, we have a lot of extra property, but there's ordinances, so I can't have a junkyard here. I could get a tow truck. That might be different. I don't know. Nice little blank. As you can see, some of the original surface is still here. I don't get particular. I don't get fussy with these. I just make them look nice. Some of the original materials there, well then it just preserves the view into the stone as well. And I like that, so if I like it, I'm sure someone else does too. No such thing as perfection here, because I'm not that professional yet. Alright, as far as I'm concerned, it's good. Now I'm going to break out, well, I'm going to charge my battery on my phone quick. And then while I'm doing that, that should be about a half an hour. I'm going to monkey around with some more of this rainbow. And then I'm going to come back and do a blank for you. Alright, see you in a little bit.